Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to take you along as I make a fresh sauce to freeze, a spaghetti sauce with every ingredient from my garden, with one exception, the onions. I made this sauce last year and I froze it, and in the depths of despair of winter, when it was so cold outside, I was able to take this magnificent sauce that I actually found on Pinterest, and I will link that below, and have a wonderful summertime meal with all of the taste and all of the freshness of summer. And so I want to recreate the sauce. I doctor it a little bit, as I do with most of all of my recipes. So I am going to take you along as I do that, and I hope that this will be motivational for you to also get out and grab some of those fresh vegetables and make something out of it to save. You know, whether you have a garden or not, you can actually go to your farmer's market and you can get this fresh produce for a lot less than it cost. Spaghetti sauce, I'm sure in a jar is they're probably about the same price, but I just want to make sure I am utilizing all that I have in this magnificent garden of mine, which is behind me, and I am using everything that I can to remember all that the summer vegetables were. So let's go get started. First, we are going to pick, we need some tomatoes and we need some basil. I'm gonna go ahead and get the peppers that I have, and I think that's about it. I'll probably get some oregano, and I believe that's it. All right, so let's go get started. It is time to make the sauce. We are in my kitchen. I have started a big pot of water to boil. I've got an ice bath right beside it. First, I'm going to take the skins off of the 15 pounds of tomatoes that we have to get through, and then I'm just going to go through the process. Just put on some music, and we're just going to get this sauce done, and then I'll recap it. I'll probably talk over it, but just so I don't have to keep stopping, because it's a pretty big process. Like I said, 15 pounds of tomatoes. So I'm gonna put on my apron, so I'm not wearing most of the sauce. This is a really messy process. It's a fun process, and the house smells amazing when I'm done. But we are gonna use all fresh ingredients. Last night we went and picked the garden last night. We got probably, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 pounds of onions, so I'm able to even use the onions I didn't think I could before in the sauce. So I think we're gonna have 100% homemade spaghetti sauce to put away to freeze. So we're gonna get started. my tomatoes already. I'm gonna let them cool and then I'll get all the bad spots out of it, but I'm gonna go ahead and start making the base of the sauce. Just gotten everything in, cut up some fresh purple basil and regular basil, and have left the tomatoes a little more chunky than usual. I did get an immersion blender this morning. My husband hates tomatoes. He loves tomato sauce, but the chunks of tomatoes, I left everything a little more chunky than usual, but I am going to just blend it down just a bit for him. And I am going to let this simmer. You did see me add some sugar. The recipe calls for it, and it adds that special sweetness to it. And so now I'm gonna let this simmer, and actually I'm gonna taste it first. And I had to put the hair up. I've got my oven fan going. I've got a box fan on the floor. It got hot in this kitchen, so I doctor my sauces all the time. I feel like I'm on a cooking show. Okay, we need to add a lot of salt and pepper. I'm gonna add some garlic, probably some garlic salt. Let me get a new spoon. I'm gonna try it one more time. That is so good. Oh, it is so good. Okay, I'm gonna add more salt, more pepper, more sugar. I'm also going to add some oregano. All I have is dried. My oregano in the garden isn't ready. And then I'm going to taste it again. So let's do that. I'm going to add some garlic salt. Regular salt. Pepper. Sugar. I like it sweet now. Some oregano. I like the flavors to be super bold, not bland. And this was a little bland. The tomatoes were a little bit watery, so that's probably why. I'm gonna taste this first. Let the flavors sort of mesh. Some of that purple basil. Oh my gosh. That is perfect. Okay. Definitely needed the oregano. I'm gonna add just a little bit more. God, that is so good. I'm gonna add just a touch more sugar. It sort of cuts the acidity. And I feel like I'm on a cooking show. think I just burnt all my taste buds. Okay, now we're gonna let it simmer. Okay, look at the color. It's nice, rich orange. I hope the camera is capturing this. So I'm gonna let it simmer for the next probably 45 minutes to an hour, and then we'll check it. All right, I think we are done cooking. I'm going to use the immersion blender and just run over this really quick to break down the little chunks. And then I'm going to let it cool to place in the Ziploc bags. And just to show you, this is what I got. I love to make homemade gravy. And so I thought a whisk, because I'm constantly whisking and adding things, this might come in handy. So I got a two-speed hand blender with the whisk and the regular attachment. So let me open this up. Okay, now we are ready to fill our bags. I labeled it spaghetti sauce, today's date. The sauce looks incredible. And so a little trick, I'm going to take and put, let me back up just a little bit. Just put it around the rim of a bowl so that you can fill it up and the bag doesn't collapse on you. So I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna fill up as many as I can. I'm just labeling them one at a time so I don't waste bags, and then we'll be done. All right, so I decided that I would go ahead and make some pickles. So I found this at Walmart, and so I decided I would try it. Kosher dill. Can't say I've ever made anything out of a mix like this before, so fingers crossed it tastes really good. The smell of it is super strong. So we'll see. It says 70 years of goodness, so I'm hoping this is going to be a good experience for us. So I have taken my I've taken my cucumbers and placed them in sterilized quart jars. It says it will make 7. I have 2 packs just in case, and I have a package of bread and butter. So if we don't have enough of this to go over all of them, I've got another packet of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the actual mixture that we're gonna pour over all of the jars of cucumbers. So we're gonna get started. I am finally finished with my day of cooking. I got 4 bags of the spaghetti sauce. It tastes so good. I highly recommend it. And I have 7 quarts of pickles, dill pickles. Burnt myself one time, and that is the only casualty of the day, which is great. Yay me. So I want to thank you so much for taking time to come along on this cooking day with me. And I hope that this will motivate you to even if you don't have a big space like I do, I realize that's not normal. I'm not normal, but even if you have just a patio with a little bit of sunlight, you can take one planter and grow a patio tomato or a pepper or an onion or some basil and use that, incorporate it in your cooking. I cannot explain to you the level of pride it gives you to be able to harvest something and then use it to feed yourself, feed your family, feed your loved ones. It's just a great feeling, and it's so much fun too. You can look online for recipes and find something for everything. So anyway, I want to thank you again. Thank you for coming along, and I hope to bring you more videos of the rest of what I'm doing. I'm going to be making some unique pickles for Christmas time. I am going to be making all sorts of recipes, and so if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe. I don't always do cooking. I do gardening, design, that sort of thing, so I would love to get to know you. Feel free to say hello below, and I hope you'll come back and check out another video soon. And I'm posting not as regularly, but hopefully getting back in now that my big project is over. So I hope you have a fantastic day. Feel free to come over on Instagram and check me out at The Southern Daisy LLC. I'm posting very regularly there. I also have a website, thesoutherndaisy.com, where you can check out my work, my landscape designs, that sort of thing. So anyway, hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care, everybody.